I can't believe someone would like not see this or not think about this. That's why I'm telling you, like, people in construction, they just want to get the job done. They don't care if it's right or wrong. This is part 2 of my construction fails series of crazy construction fails that I found on the internet, and I'm bringing them to you now. My name is Daniel Quindemil, founder of I Am Builders. I'm a construction consultant, and I specialize in helping contractors grow their business. And I've seen crazy things on my job sites, and I went out there and I found some of the craziest things on other people's job sites. So check it out. Stay tuned. This is part 2. Now, this is the perfect escalator for short people. So if you're 5 years and under, you can use this escalator, but your parents can't go with you. Somebody didn't coordinate the acoustical ceilings here. Sometimes whenever you're dealing with stairways, sometimes the ceilings, it's kind of hard to see the ceiling plan with the actual stairs, or with the, in this case, the escalator, because there's no space here. As a contractor though, I mean, these guys, I don't understand. Sometimes they do things that are obviously wrong, but they just let it happen. Oh, it's in the plans, not my problem. This is what happens in construction, why subcontractors fight with general contractors and the general contractors fight with the owners. This is why people fail at business, because something as simple as this, somebody would have noticed when they were installing this escalator, which probably went after. Probably they put the ceilings first, because sequentially you would put the ceilings first, then you would build the escalator, because it's more of like a finished item. Yeah, it's a mechanical unit, but it's a finished item. But the ceilings are gonna have to go first, because you're gonna need to obviously get there with scaffolds or with stilts or however you get there. But somebody noticed. I'll guarantee you somebody noticed this and they didn't say anything about it. They just wanted to get their check and move on. Okay, so this, I don't know what this little kid game thing is called. I don't even know what it's called, but the reason that an architect designed this was our kids nowadays, they don't get hurt enough. This will give your kids situational awareness where, if you don't want to get decapitated and lose your head, make sure that you pay attention to your surroundings. I think that somebody read the plans wrong and didn't get the elevation for this beam. That's what I think. So this ATM was specially built for basketball players because these guys, the guys that are 7 foot, are the only guys that will be able to use this ATM. So obviously this ATM is on a second floor. There's probably some sort of stairs somewhere else, but come on, man, if you're installing this thing and you need a ladder to reach the ATM, you have to think about that. Come on. I don't get it. And even if you are 8 feet tall, maybe your fingers are so big that you can't even press the buttons. Oh, perfect. I know what happened here. So whenever you're reading the plans, the door schedule usually tells you like right swing out or reverse right swing. There's different ways that they call it, but there's basically like, it tells you if the swing is in or out, or it also tells you the direction of the hinge or the direction of the lever. The doors typically come in first, then the toilet. So I guarantee that this door was supposed to come out, but it was in the 11th hour, right before permits, right before turnover, I don't know. And which I don't know why any inspector would approve this, and obviously they had to figure it out. I don't know. All right, so this is obviously not in the United States. Look at this street sign. This is in Europe, I believe. Everybody's always complaining about inspectors, about the code. This is a perfect example of why we need these regulations, because so there's something called in the zoning code called setbacks. So depending on where you are, there's a setback. What that means is how close or how far off of the road or off of the sidewalk can you build, off of the property line technically. And what happens is, in this case, there was probably zero setback, or there was probably no regulation, and the developer wanted to maximize the building size, and they said, you know what, I don't care that there's a street light there, we'll work around it. But like in most counties or most building departments are going to require you to have a certain number of feet off of that so that this type of scenario doesn't happen. Oh, perfect. So I know what happened here. This is a bathroom for Stretch Armstrong. So basically either that, or he planned to be washing the floor a lot. So probably he couldn't put this toilet paper holder. He probably couldn't put this on this wall for concerns that there was some plumbing behind it. So that's probably why it was put here. Is it a fail? Yes, because then obviously if you're going to go get some toilet paper, you're going to be dripping all over the floor. Oh, okay. So I know what happens here. So imagine being in the middle of the night, you're half asleep, the lights are off, You want to go to the bathroom, you open the wrong door, and then so imagine that. I don't know, maybe they thought it was a window. I don't know, maybe they want you to risk your life living here. I don't know. Maybe they forgot to put the rails, but this could have been one of those doors that they use for like when people want to smoke in the middle of the night or something. I don't know. but I can't believe someone would like not see this or not think about this. That's why I'm telling you, like, people in construction, they just want to get the job done. They don't care if it's right or wrong. Okay, so this one, so these stalls, somebody had to have bought the wrong one. That's what it is. They bought the wrong stalls. They drew it incorrectly. I don't know, because you can see it all. If you want to be transparent, this is the way. Oh, this owner, the person, when they built this house, they knew they were going to have a flying car. So they built their garage on the second floor. That's the only thing I can think about. I know what happened here. So this bridge was supposed to, I bet you that the plans, the north orientation was incorrect. I can almost guarantee that the north was either pointing up or pointing to the side, and somebody didn't think about that. I did a project once where the architect, when they drew the house, they drew it 90 degrees off. Like, they literally turned the house incorrectly. Before I even did any sort of form work, I noticed this, I brought it up, and they were able to fix it, because when I saw that the front entrance was in the back, I'm like, no, there's a problem here. And frankly, I mean, the north arrow should always be up, pointing up, but it doesn't always happen like that, because obviously architects don't have to get master's degrees. They don't have to get specialty licenses, you know, they don't have to get those things. Oh, okay. So I think that this is like a medical, like a doctor's office or something, because look, it looks like it's larger than 3 feet. So it's probably about 4 feet. So it's probably designed for like an ADA type of, you know, scenario. I bet you this is a chiropractor. So you come in, they adjust your back, they crack your back, they fix you. And then on the way out, to show how good of a job the chiropractor did, you're going to do the limbo. So what did you think of those construction fails? Listen, I've been in construction for a long time, and those by far were some of the dumbest construction fails I've ever seen. They were so dumb, in fact, that I decided to go find you a bunch of videos that I'm reacting to live right over here. So go ahead and click there and check that out.